Hey guys, this is Evan Aromatics here. Welcome back to my channel. Jeez, when is the last time I ever do a speed paint video on this? And when was the last time I ever did a commentary channel besides my hospital update? Well, it's getting complicated if you ask me. I was busy in my personal life and I have no idea what to do. I got COVID at May, which really sucked. I was never managed to get it done to do animatic because I had to stuck in my mom's room. But that was just a few months ago, and now I'm starting school and it's hard for me to get track of since I receive schedules and homework all day and I procrastinate. That's unprofessional for me. But here I am, just starting to make videos for QnA. So this is me doing a Q&A because I reached almost 2k subscribers. Well, I already did. It's just I'm about to reach 3k soon. I did post the Q&A in my community tab, but it was 2 months ago and I never managed to get all the questions that you guys gonna ask me. I'm sorry, you guys. So this is me trying to answer you guys' questions. Some may be Radiostatic related, which of course I'm known to be making Radiostatic content. But I also wanted to answer some of the questions that you want to ask me besides Radiostatic. And sometimes I also include the Q&As about Aria and Amore, which I think I'm going to make the video about them in the next video. But I just want to stick to the Q&A since you guys have been waiting for a long time. So let's get the questions started. Question 1. Congratulations on the subs. Haven't seen any questions about Radiostatic yet, so here's 2 off the top of my head. 1. What are your main reasons for shipping Radiostatic? There's a lot of reasons for me shipping Radiostatic, like, come on. I see a lot of dynamic between the two ever since the show dropped. In the pilot, they didn't show much besides their rivals about their, the TV and radio thing. But when the show just released, I could see the whole dynamic of between these two. They have their history, they have their photos, and they even have the styles, like Vox dressed as a priest, Alister dressed as a nun, Vox dressed as a chef, Alister wears as a busboy. There's a lot of things in the show that really relates to both of them. And I ship them because enemies to lovers dynamic, even though Lucifer and Alister has it, but I'm not really a fan of it and I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, I have a reason to ship Radiostatic because they have some dynamics to each other. So if you hate Radiostatic, come and fight me. There's a door over there, so you don't need to come and argue with me about Radiostatic being not the best ship. It's best for me, in my opinion. Question 2. And do you have any random Radiostatic headcanons? Okay, this one is actually what I see from the Twitter account where people view Vox as a different way or Alister view as a different way. I view Vox as a depressed guy who's having a hard time in his human life and he just wants to make a friend and just wants to make his own business to get attention. Alister, on the other hand, is the one who knows him the most, and Vox and him try to be friends. Like, Vox wants to be more than friends, but Alister just likes to reject him because I'll say that he's making a deal and someone orders him not to get close to him, let's just say. But of course, I see a lot of headcanons that they view Vox as a different way, like a creepy way, and I really don't like that because I don't see Vox as that. I know that Vox will see him as, people see Vox as this way, but it's really disgusting and disturbing for me to see him as a stalker. So I always view Vox as a depressed guy who just wants to be friends and get more attention because he didn't receive a lot when he was alive. Congratulations! Also, I got maybe a few or less questions, but not sure. 1. Can I hug you, please? Virtual hug. 2. Who was your most favorite character or Hazbin Hotel and Hello Boss character? That's a good one. Hazbin Hotel, my favorite is Vox, Alister, and Adam. I love Adam. I know that he's a jerk, but I just love the way that he acts. I know that he's the first man on Earth, but I just wish that he'll be alive in someday. Hello Boss, I'll say... Mamon, Vizzaroli, Moxie, and Asmodeus. I love Memon all of my heart. I just love that silly boy. That's all the characters that I love. Question 3. Who is your worst enemy? Okay, don't be mad if I say this, but I think some of the guys will know which character I hate the most. Blitz. Okay, come on, he's the most annoying protagonist in that little boss, and he was fine in the earlier seasons, but in season 2 he just acted like a jackass. I really don't like him, and he really bothered the heck out of me to the point that it's hard for me to watch that show. I know there's the Hello Boss Shorts Part 2, but I don't want to watch it because of him being there. I just hate him so much. If you are a fan of Blitz, I am so sorry. I just don't like Blitz. He's my worst enemy. Well, he's my worst enemy. Question 4. If Alan come back alive but as a demon, right in front of you and the others, what will you and the other of the hospital cast do? Well, it's either we can redeem him again, but since the way that he behaves and the way he treated Charlie, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that he will spend time in the hotel, or he just spends time with Lucifer, since I know that him and Lucifer hate each other. But as the Adam's Apple fan, I'm sure that they get along. You know, I just see them as if that they're gonna get along secretly and not letting Charlie know that they're dating. Adam's Apple fans, you're welcome. Here are some questions. Would you prefer more, Alister or Vox? Vox, obviously. In the pilot, I used to be more of an Alister, but now my mind has changed and I always focus on Vox. Besides, he won the most sexiest male hospital character on Twitter, so I'm rooting for him. I don't simp him, but he's just my favorite character in the hospital. No questions asked. How do you feel about people who hate your favorite ship, which is Radiostatic? I honestly don't blame the fans who don't like Radiostatic. Some people would choose Radio Silence or One-Sided, mainly due to how they view Vox's ass. I see a lot of people try to, talk about how hospital ships are getting wild in the fandom, and Radiostatic seems to be the one that some people don't like, some people like. Most people don't like because of how they view Vox's behavior, like weirdly obsessed like a yandere type, and I completely understand. Sometimes they always picture different characters that way, but for me, I see it as a wholesome ship. Like, I see Vox as a very sad boy who just wants to find a boyfriend, which is Alister, but because of the deal that Alister made, he cannot do anything, so he has to break himself free to get along with his boyfriend again. But I completely understand, like, I don't really blame the haters, for not liking Radio Static. I think it's the Radio Apple fans. Like, if they ship Radio Apple, then fine, I guess. But in my opinion, I just don't mind. I just don't really care. People can ship whatever they want. Congratulations on the subscribers. I would like Vox to answer this, which I don't think he can. Do you and Alistair have a relationship as partners or something more? And if Vox can answer you, I have a question for you. Will there be more radiostatic animations? Please, yes. Okay, since that question was taking place 2 months ago, I'll just say it depends. Because I really make a video about Hospital Spot, about what he's doing was super wrong. And I have a feeling that he'll be watching this video since I mentioned him already. But yeah, about making animatics about radiostatic because of the audios, I still need to think about it. Right now, I'm just having school and I'm having a hard time to keep up my schedules up, so the animations have to wait. So, just to let you know, I'm not going to be making Hospital Spot content. If you never watched the full video, check out my previous video about me not making Hospital Spot content to get the full context about the drama. So I'm not going to say much in the video. How have you been so far? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Do you plan on making any Canon Voices for your Hospital OCs? Fun fact, I really did the video a long time ago, but because it was so old I had to delete it. They're very old OCs, like 2 or 3 years ago, my gosh. But I was still thinking of making the Canon Voices of my new OCs. It's just that I need to think about the voices. I already think about the voices for Aria and Amore already. It's just that I don't know when I got the time to make a video about it. How long do your animations take? And do you have any tips for animating? I'm not a professional animator, but I'll just say that just do what you gotta do and try to work harder for your animations. As for how long I do the animations, it highly depends on my personal life. Most of the animatics I made were made less than a week, but when it comes to full animations, it would take like a few months. It just depends, but I'll just say it's like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or a month. Yeah, just that schedule. Have you ever read or listened to the creepypasta that made you rethink everything you thought you knew? No. But as much as I love creepypasta, I just don't really care. Here's the question. What do you feel about being a YouTuber? I'm sure a lot of kids dream to be a YouTuber because they look up to their famous YouTubers. But as of right now, I don't see being a YouTuber is a good thing for me. I just post YouTube to just for funsies, and a lot of people love my Radiostatic content, which is a surprise to me. But as for making YouTube for money, it's just not my thing. I just post YouTubes for fun, not for making money as my main job. And what do you feel about shipping Alister with Vox? It's a comforting ship, let me tell you that. I just love Alister and Vox relationship, their rivalry, their dynamics, and everything. It just feels so amazing. Do you have a Tumblr so I can follow you and like every single post? Don't have one, sorry. And what is your favorite YouTuber? There's so many YouTubers that I love the most, like gaming YouTubers, commentary YouTubers, and all. But I'll say for my number one favorite YouTuber, loves R23 herself, a best queen of redesigns. I love her channel and I love her videos, so chef kiss to her content. Favorite video game? My favorite video game is related to Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation games, and more. I used to be a fan of Ratchet and Clank, but I wish I could play Crash Bandicoot. I'm mostly now playing Mario games or Kirby games and Pokemon games, which is Pokemon Violet. I really want to play the DLC of that game. I'm a big Radiostatic fan and I hate Radio Apple, so I got a question. Will you ever like Radio Apple? Absolutely not. I don't like the ship. I don't know where the ship come from. I don't care if it happened to episode 5. I just despise that ship with all of my heart. I'm sorry, Radio Apple fans. Okay, I really see the dynamic between the two. It's similar to Radiostatic, but the feeling isn't the same. Like they just met and they already started to fight over Charlie being, they're fighting over being the best dad to Charlie. I see them as being goofy rivals, not being enemies to lovers type of thing. I don't know what the fandom has gone into, but I'm not gonna do like a shipping war if they ship Radio Apple and they still ship Vox with Valentino. It's totally fine. I'm not gonna fight over that. Oh, this question is my favorite. Are you anywhere familiar with kaijus or any other giant monsters related stuff? Maybe? Yes or no? I only just watched Godzilla the King of the Monsters movie Netflix. King vs. Godzilla. King Kong vs. Godzilla, god damn it. And I watched a new Godzilla movie. I don't know what the movie was. I'm too tired to research it right now. But I'll say it's a mid. Let's just say that, my friend. Who would you say is Alister's favorite member? Actually, who is each other's favorite? Alister's favorite members is Amore and Aria. Aria loves both of them. And Amore, he loves Alister the most. He adores Alister 24/7. Who's the more gentle and quiet member of the group? Oh, Aria or Amore? I never decided yet. But when it comes to the calmer side, I'll say it's Amore. He's very sweet and calm. While for Aria, she is just very outstanding and very playful. Because, she loves the 20s. On to the final question of this video. Question. How did the Ace group form exactly? Was it due to combining power? Or was it because they were all good friends? Both. I also managed to meet Aria in a cannibal town because Aria looks similar to a cannibal citizen, and Rosie lets her stay in Cannibal Town. That's where Alister first met Aria in the studio. Of course, it was monochromatic just like her. As for Amore, I thinking after Alister took Huska's soul, he managed to meet Amore in the daycare or the puppet theater. Since he's a very nice little guy and he is very well calm to all about all his surroundings, Amore may be very sweet, but all I can say is don't mess with a nice guy. If you do, he will turn you into the puppet without any deal. So yeah, that's all the questions. I can't believe the video was making this long to make. As I'm recording this, it's almost about 15 minutes. Never expected that much. But thank you for the question you guys asked me. It's pretty well, very nice at all. But I'm a little bit tired as I'm making this video. So yeah, I gotta finish this video up. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to stay creative. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.